All right, welcome back, everybody. We're on the pay to win account today, and I'm actually going to show you guys how I have my Unkillable team set up so that if you also have a Painkeeper and a Man Eater, you can also set up Unkillable. Now, there's a couple things you're going to have to, stats that you're going to have no matter what, and I'm going to go over that with you today. So let me pull up on the side here so I'm giving you correct information. But this is pretty much what you're going to need, right? So you're going to want to have a man eater. Now these stats could be better. You want obviously 100% crit rate if you can have it, really high crit damage. But the main thing that you need is 256 speed. So I have 256 speed. I have about 30k HP. These stats aren't anything crazy. Just making sure you get the speed is what's important. And as you see, I have a bunch of speed. I've glyphed speeds. I've done everything. Glyphed some speed here, glyphed speed here, and then obviously speed boots. And I've gotten double speed on this, and we have double speed here with extra speed. I gave him a little extra HP, but 256 speed is definitely what you need minimum. Now on Painkeeper, you're gonna want correct. You're gonna want 223 speed. Okay. Now, as you see, these stats aren't anything crazy. We have 32% crit rate. We do have a lot of crit damage, but the main thing to focus on is you want Painkeeper to be the second highest HP on the team. So as you see, my Painkeeper has 40,000 HP, but we have that 223 speed. Now, I don't have a banner, but if I were to put a banner on it, I would want crit rate or crit damage, but no speed because we already have the 223. Now, outside of that, for your two DPS champions, for your first DPS champion, you're going to want 183 speed, or I'm sorry, 188 speed. And as you see, my defense is 2,000, my attack is 5,000, 36,000 HP, not higher than Painkeepers. But the main thing, you want that 188 speed. Another thing is you want to keep the defense a little high too, and I'll explain that in a minute. The next thing you're going to want is your next DPS, which is Rowan. You're going to want 180 speed. 180 speed. And again, good attack. We got some crit damage. My crit rate needs to be higher on all my champions, but this is the gear that I can do it with. So this is the gear that they have. 35,000 HP. And then for the last one, your stun target, you want to have the most HP, as you see, 42,000. You want it between like 5 to 10% more than Doom Priest. So Doom Priest, or I'm sorry, than Painkeeper. Painkeeper has 40,000. I have 42, almost 42,500 on Doom Priest. So, and outside of that, you want 129 speed. But another thing that you need to do is you want your stun target to have the lowest defense. So as you see here, I have 1,800 defense. Here, Rowan has, oh, I need to actually change this. But as you see, you want the lowest defense. So 1,806. Rowan has 1,802. So I actually need to upgrade a little defense. We can upgrade one level here. Now that should put his defense up to where I need it. 1,823. Perfect. So now everything's set up. As you see, Rathlos has over. He has 2,000. Maneater clearly has over that with about 2,000. And that's all you need. Now for Masteries, I don't have Masteries on everyone. As you see, I have them on Rowan. We have Giant Slayer. I have not max masteries here. I do have max masteries here. I don't have max masteries. So I don't have max masteries on everyone, but once you get masteries done for everyone, you'll do way more damage. But as you see, even now, I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. Some other things to note while doing this, when it comes to the masteries and things along that nature, you're not going to want masteries that give you extra speed, extra turn control. You want to keep, and let me actually read it. So for gear, you don't want any sets that affect turn meter, you don't want it. Skill timing, you don't want it, right? For Man Eater or Painkeeper. So no Relentless when it comes to that on Man Eater or Painkeeper. You don't want any counterattack accessories on Painkeeper at all because you don't want her to get her skills out of sync. As for clan blessings, I mean, one brimstone, one cruelty would be really good. Phantom touch is also really good. Ally attack champs can work, but you have to be wary with shields. Ally attackers must be fast DPS champions. And obviously, the stun target, the highest HP, no more than 125% of PK's max HP. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to show you how it works. And hopefully, you guys will also be able to do this. So, well, not dungeons. So I will say I can do both Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare for my Unkillable. And as you see now, I haven't done it because of the reset, but I'm going to show you there's a very specific turn order you have to do before you use auto. So this is not a full auto team. So here's what I have with my team. For the presets, we take this off because we get 30% increased speed buff for 2 turns, and we don't want that on Rathalos because that'll push him out of turn. So I am taking this skill out. We have the first 2 skills, and as you see, I don't have any other presets outside of that. That's it. So, with that being said, take it off of auto because it's not an auto team, and we're gonna hit start. So it's pretty easy. You're gonna start with the A2 for Maneater. Easy enough, right? You're gonna attack with the A1 on Painkeeper. And for these guys, it really doesn't matter which ability they use. Obviously, we don't want to use the A3, so I'm just gonna use the A1. And for Rowan, I'm gonna use this ability just to get the poisons. We want to use that as much as possible. And with the War proc or the Giant Slayer proc, you know, if those proc, it's going to do a lot of damage. Here, I'm just going to attack once. Now, on the second turn for Maneater, you're going to want to throw the Unkillable buff down. For this turn, you're going to want to attack A1 with Painkeeper. Now, from here, you can full auto. If I just hit auto, it should be in sync and work. But what I like to do to guarantee it, because sometimes it's a little weird, is I like to take one more turn with everyone just to ensure it, because you're going to see why. So he's going to do his attack all. Now on this turn, I want to use the A2 of Painkeeper, which is what it should do on full auto. We are going to just, you know, buff all attack. We're going to attack here. And as you see, the Unkillable is dropping on everyone, right? So it doesn't matter what attack I do here. Doesn't matter what attack I do here. But on this turn, when the only Unkillable buff is on your stun target, this is when you want to use the cooldown. Now from here, I can just hit auto. That's just an extra precaution I like to take. Now you'll notice the stun target is going to look a little weird because it's not going to be Doom Priest. But as you see, the Unkillable comes on before the AoE attack. And then we're going to attack. We're going to attack. We're going to attack again. He AoEs. We still have Unkillable. We attack again. We attack. So right when we lose our... I'm going to see if I can pause it. Now, as you see, Rathalos is taking the stun. Don't worry about that now. It takes a little bit to sync the stun target because Clan Boss is going to attack the one he thinks he can kill, the one he could do the most damage to. And right now, it does go for Rathalos. Now, I could probably tweak the speeds a little bit to maybe make it always go for Doom Priest, have a little less HP. I don't have the gear to do that. But as you see, as everyone's attacking, we get the turn cooldown. It's still on Rathalos, right? But as you'll see, as it keeps going, the stun target will switch over to Doom Priest once Clan Boss starts doing a little more damage. Now, I am missing out on a little bit of damage because of this, but that's okay. Let's just get this attack in, and let's just run this. And with the Unkillable, you'll make it to turn 50. So here's where all the damage is starting to come in. And with the heal, I believe now is when the stun target goes to Doom Priest. And it did not. It went to Rowan, which is weird. Maybe my speeds are a little off, but let's just see. That's unfortunate. And usually if that happens, okay, so here is where we want, right? So we're going to get the attack, get the heal here. The big attack, we're going to get the big heal. He's going to attack everyone. So just like this, 1, 2. And as you see, we get the heals. Now the lowest HP over here is going to be And as you see, the stun target is Doom Priest. So it took a little while to sync. Sometimes it syncs earlier, and I could probably tweak the speeds and the defense and everything to get it to work correctly. But as you see from here on out, Doom Priest will be the stun target. So we're going to see if we can get it to show again. As you see, the counter hits don't matter as long as it's not Painkeeper or Maneater. We don't want any counter attacking with them. So here's all the attacking. And you'll see here after this attack, when he goes for the stun, it is Doom Priest on the far left. And this is it. It just runs on auto. I like to take that extra turn just to make the sure Painkeeper skills are correct. But after that, you just hit full auto. And as long as your speeds and your defense and your HP is correct, as you see, we are going to easily be able to, I think I do around, let's see, 15 to 17, 15 to 18 million damage. The sweet spot is you want to do 20 million damage and then you can 2-key Nightmare. I'm a little off. Once I get all the masteries, I think I should be able to do it. And I was thinking about replacing Rothalos as one of my main damage or DPSs. I just don't know who I want to switch him to. The ignore defense is really good and he does do good damage, but I feel like if I had someone else, they could do more. As you see, Rowan is the one who carries all the damage. Rowan usually does about 10 to 12, 13 million damage on his own. Probably around 12 million damage on his own. But this is it. So I'm going to let this run just so you guys see that you actually get to the next bit. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to pause. And then when it resumes, I will be just snap to the end of this so you guys don't have to sit through all of this. Okay. So let's see if this works. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. And as you see, we are at the end. And you'll see what happens when we get to boss turn 50 here at the top. You see, he kills everything. So we did 19.8 mil. And as you see, Rathalos did 7 mil. Rowan did 10 mil. Now, Maneater actually did 9 mil. And once they get their masteries, we can add a couple mil each, at least, 2 or 3. And we'll be doing 2-key easy. So we'll skip this. And as you see, for Nightmare, we need 39 mil. So if we did this again, we would be, wrong one. If we did this again, we would be pretty close to being able to 2-key it. Maybe we have to 3-key it, but just having this, being able to 3-key and getting these rewards in the ultimate chest. I mean, look at it. We can get Sacreds, Voids, we can get Lego books. There's just so much you can get, resources, gems. So this will really help push your account if you have these champions, and you might want to think about actually building your own Unkillable. Now, that's all I got for you today. Pretty simple video. And before I forget, I don't ask for subscribers around here. I like to play them in rock, paper, scissors. So if I beat you, subscribe. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, I threw rock. If I beat you, subscribe. But as always, guys, until next time, Senpai out.